dancing all in the videos. Not being up all game. Not talking about what you want to talk about. Listen to him, me, you and her. You and her, she get with me and him. And we can kick it every weekend. And him and her, she'll leave me and you. And we can Netflix and chill like we do. Oh, man. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her.
It's just him, me, you and her.
Hey.
It's just him, me, you and her.
Ow.
It's him, me, you and her.
That's my daughter. Oh,
yeah, that's Booty.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome, people. Welcome back.
Season 2.
Season 2 at 2:01.
We are here. We are back. Thank y'all again for tuning in with us, joining us on our journey. As always, no need to fear. Mo is here.
And make double G's. Talk to me.
Talk to you.
Talk to me.
201, right?
201.
Season 2.
2.
Vic is here. And to my right, I have the author of the very controversial Inside the Dark Underbelly of Rikers Island, Mrs. Robin K. Miller.
Hey, Robin K. Miller here. Robin K. Miller here.
Definitely in for good. Yo,
Ready to snitch.
Before we start sharing the video, liking, y'all know what to do. Tag your friends, tell a friend to tell a friend, so we could get this very viral.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
The viewers, us.
Yeah, welcome back to everybody. Season 2, we starting something new. I told y'all we coming out with a bang bang.
Right.
Oh, they like your hair, Maggie.
Thank you.
All right. How's everybody weekend and 2 weeks away? And I went to Mexico. I got black.
Guys.
Yeah.
I missed you guys. But it was okay.
Yeah.
We ain't been working hard enough yet to need a recharge. So yeah, I missed the show last week. A lot of people was telling me they missed the show last week too. So
but I didn't miss Nathan. I was in Mexico. I came back black.
Can't leave Cancun.
Yeah, right. You see it, right? I don't like
you
it.
got a 10. I see
I
it.
don't like it. Love my chocolate skin, but Jesus Christ. Mags, let them know what's up with the dating game.
Dating scene, we definitely have three couples that we have matched up. And they are Danielle, Keith, Anthony, and Crystal, Desmond, and Latoya.
Who's went out on a date so far?
Danielle and Keith went out on the date, went to play.
Choices and consequences.
Right.
Very good.
And we are trying to get them on the show, you know, so they.
Oh yeah. There'll be maybe the next few weeks. Have one of the couples up. Yeah, in August we'll have one of the couples up. A couple good things lined up for y'all. I wanted to promote the Choices and Consequences play one more time from our last guest who was up here from the last episode of season 1, Mr. Orlando Mock. So make sure you guys go see that play. It's at the St. Luke's Theater off Broadway. Tickets, you might have to Google. I don't have the information right in front of me, but Choices and Consequences is the play. It's a play about a husband and a wife. What is it? Infertility?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Couldn't get pregnant, and I don't want to tell you the rest. Just go see the play.
Shout out to him too. The reviews have been amazing.
He came in energized us for the last season 1. Also, yeah, that was it for that, right? Oh, I wanted to thank also. I didn't get to thank from season 1 our guest Nico Tesla, the guy who made the song for us. He was one of our guests on the show. I didn't get to thank, and Mr. Dane Chong, who made our logo, or both our logos for us. I didn't get to thank him, so I forgot. I wanted to definitely give him a shout out. Boris, can you cue up that top 5 for me?
As always.
Top 5 or dead of a
Just leave it to the audio.
How it goes?
Top 5 dead or alive,
like
and that's
that.
just off 1 LP.
He was close. He was in the
and
ballpark.
that's just off 1 LP.
I bet. So top 5 this week is our top 5 favorite shows from season 1.
We're getting nostalgic.
15 shows we have from season 1. Mo, what's your top 5 shows from season 1?
My top, I usually don't do it in no particular order, but this week I had to. My top 5 shows in not chronological order, but my top 5 shows. Number 5 was Juice's first episode. You know, she came out. She had the audition tape. She came in and
Not to cut you off. Shout out to my barber that just chimed in on the show that keep me right and tight. Babs, what up, boy? Sorry.
That's right.
oh, by the way, shout out to Juice. By the way, she's not here. She couldn't make it, but she's still with us.
She's always with us. Even
Yes.
tonight. I'm sure she'll call in.
Yeah.
What you up to 5? I'm sorry I cut you off.
5 was Juice's first episode. She came in strong. She kicked in the door, waved the 4-4, all that. Number 4 was the episode we had with my little brother John. Another episode. He came in, shut it down.
Definitely.
Number 3 was the episode where we talked about like the homosexual the episode we did on homosexuality, because
103?
Yeah, 103.
that was a strong episode. Like
Homosexuality, wasn't that with Nico? The guest?
No, that was with Jonathan because he took Sade's place. She wasn't here that day.
Yeah.
That's when they call him the young millennial.
Number 2, the episode we did with Colin, just because that just hit home. Like we was open that episode. Like we talked about a lot of stuff. And my number 1 favorite episode from the first season was, believe it or not, episode 102.
The second episode?
Oh.
Yeah, because like the first episode, we got our feet wet, but for everybody to come back and still show love on top of, you know what I'm saying, like just sticking with us, ride with us for a second episode. Like we could have been one and done. Like so that's why I say 102 is my favorite episode.
Okay.
Maggie.
Okay, I'm a little mixed up here, guys. I thought 103 was Nico.
No, Nico wasn't.
I got Nico's number.
Sheesh,
I know
which
which
one is
one.
that?
Nico is 105.
All right, well, let me write that.
No, I'm sorry,
101.
110.
Yeah, he was deep in that.
Episode 10, yeah.
All right, 101, of course. That's when it all started. That has to be my favorite. 107, Father Absent Show. 109, Just Us Three. We did very well.
I told you, that's one
Very
of my
well.
favorite. Yeah.
That show. And 115, Final Show, was definitely one of my top 5s.
Absolutely.
As soon as we start with you.
Oh, okay.
As soon as we start with
Somebody
you, they
was-
can start calling in.
Yeah, somebody's just trying to call now.
Yeah. All right, my top 5 episodes from season 1 is episode number 15 with the director from Choices and Consequences, my man Marlon. Number 4 was Bridget Gilmore, Bedroom Candy. That was a good. I love that episode. Number 3 was episode 9, the one me, you, and Mo did about the marriage and the finances and the kids and technology and stuff. Number 2, I was kind of stuck between 105 with the Dressing to Impress and the 110 with Nico. And my number 1 is The Fatherless Child with Biz.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Biz.
that shit was like therapy for me, honestly.
Did I say 110? Because of Nico.
Yeah.
Because he blessed us with the song.
Yeah. Shout out to Biz. Shout out to all our guests that we had.
No,
on the
it
show.
was 103 that the song came. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it
Third
was my
episode,
favorite.
right,
Forget
yeah.
110. Sorry, Nico. It's 103 is that when
Nico, you
blessed
still the
us with
fan.
song. That would be my favorite. Okay, let's get into the email. Or you got something?
Oh, yeah, email. Go ahead. Set it off.
Please, Miss Robin, can you engage with us in the email?
Oh, most definitely.
You know she
Y'all do
is.
y'all thing.
Someone's
Indubitably.
asking. Someone's asking for advice. Pardon.
Oh, by the way,
How long can you hold a grudge towards a family member, friend, or ex? Would you carry it to the point of unforgiveness, or just take your long time to forgive?
No, you forgive them, and if, depending on what the grudge is about, if they did something that you didn't like, something that you just don't want to deal with them about, you just leave them alone. But you can forgive.
So
you
you're
forgive
saying
right
it
away.
depends on what was done?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, depending on what it is. Yeah.
I can hold a grudge.
Me
You
too.
can
I
hold
can
a
hold a grudge
grudge.
I can
forever.
hold a grudge.
Yeah, but my thing is you forgive them because you don't give them that much power over you,
Yeah.
but you just keep it moving.
My wife has taught me how to stop holding grudges. So
It depends what it is.
She took me off the ledge because I'd sit on all day, just like that. No
No, but
problem.
Like a
if
gargoyle.
a person pushes you to that limit, I'm not saying they do one thing and then you hold a grudge forever. If it's a buildup,
Yeah.
because I have people in my life that it's been a buildup, family members. It's been a buildup. If I feel disrespected, then it's like it's not a grudge at that point. It's like I'm just gonna leave you alone. Like I forgive you. That's who you are.
I think I'm gonna say that I don't hold grudges. I've never been the type to hold a grudge, but I will say that I'm gonna let my anger take its course. Let my feelings.
Virgos
run
hold
out.
grudges.
I'm a Virgo.
Me too, and we hold grudges.
I
You
don't.
lying.
My
You
wife is a
don't.
Virgo.
You lying. You lying.
She's
You
told
lying.
You know
me.
our grudges. We cut you off. So
Fact.
that's the
But
grudge.
no, it's not.
Yeah, that's considered
Moving
semi.
on.
Yeah, but that's considered a
semi-grudge.
grudge. You just cut
You're
them
still a
off.
little
Yeah.
angry.
At the end of the day, yeah,
okay,
that's because
but
we
I
hold a
don't
grudge. We'll cut you loose.
For those that
Okay.
Yeah, so
I didn't
from
know
one
that was
Virgo
a
to the
grudge.
next, we are grudge holders.
for those
We
just
just don't entertain you. We just keep it moving because we got
it.
other stuff to
When's
do.
your birthday?
August 29th.
She's coming up.
For those just tuning in for the first time, season 2, and everybody else that know what we about, the number is 516-900-2278.
8.
So y'all call in, get y'all thoughts and y'all points across.
Yes.
All right, so that's it for the email.
That is it for the email.
All right, cool.
I hope we answered your question.
Well, while the reason everybody's tuning in,
The main event.
yeah, as I said to my right,
I definitely want to give a shout out to your wife.
oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yes,
Liz,
yes,
Liz
yes,
Bernard,
yes,
you have
yes,
been wonderful.
yes. Thank you so
Very,
much,
very
babe,
helpful.
for everything you've done for us.
And
I
she's a
definitely had
Virgo
it
too,
written down.
right?
She's a Virgo.
Yeah.
On
Hey.
9/11.
You have done so much
On 9/11.
that I would wanted you on this
Yeah,
panel.
definitely thank her for
Thank
everything.
you so much.
All right, well, the main event.
Is this on Facebook?
Yeah, it's on Facebook Live. Yep.
We streaming right now.
They can go to your page and see it.
Yeah, that's what I asked.
Yeah, so I'm just go to your page. Well, your name, I think your actual name, and they can see it. Come on. Well, I'm gonna read an insert from her book. She has appeared in WABC Channel 7 Nightline, CNN AC 360 Live with Anderson Cooper, and CNN Live with Poppy Harlow, and 77 WABC Radio Savage Radio with Dr. Michael Savage. She has a 2-page spread in the New York Post by Gary Buzo. Did I say it right?
Buso, yes.
Yeah, Buso. She continues to embark on her career as a screenwriter and director of feature films. She plans to develop a movie and TV series about her experience as a correction officer. Ladies and gentlemen, the author of Inside the Dark Underbelly of Rikers Island, Miss Robin K. Miller.
Y'all better give it up for Black Excellence.
Welcome. I was waiting for this day.
Wait a
Waiting
minute.
for the
She said it's not on Facebook.
It's on your
My
page.
Facebook page.
It is.
She said
Maggie
no.
tagged you. We're
Is
going
it?
to tag you again.
Is it on Shalandra Gibson? On
If you can't find it on your page, you can also go to the him, me, you, her.
Yeah, they can
page,
search our page.
Like and follow, and you can see it and get updated.
Yeah,
It's
just go to him,
definitely
me,
on
you,
your
her.
Page, Robin.
Go to.
No, it's not. I just looked.
It is. I told them.
No, it's not. I'm looking at it right now. Her page.
It's not on there.
So I'll share it.
Tell them
But I
just go
sent
to
the
yeah.
link.
I'll share it.
Yeah, send her the link. Tell her go to him, me, you, her,
I'm gonna share it on your page.
All right, go to him, me, you, her.
and then
You
follow
see that
and
link
like.
on my page?
We got a caller already.
Yeah.
We got a caller. Bola.
Nah, my
Never mind.
road dog gotta find out. She gotta see me because she
You
gotta
ready?
critique me.
Him, me, your podcast. Who's calling?
You see?
I thought I was calling in about the Robin Miller Rikers Island.
Yeah, you're definitely calling them about Robin Miller, Rikers Island.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a call-in conference line.
Oh, no. You can call in and ask questions. You can speak on it, anything you want.
Oh, okay. Well.
So you're live right now.
Who's
Okay.
this?
Well, this is Annette Hand Brown.
Hi, good
How you
evening.
doing? Good evening.
Hi, Robin. Good evening. Yeah, I'm a native New York. I know about Rikers Island and all the troubles that emanates from within, and I think it's deplorable how they treat the inmates in the city jails and also in the state prisons in New York. Well, not necessarily in New York. I'm in the Washington, D.C. area, so I think it's just deplorable.
Right.
So she's wait. You asking me a question?
No, she's
Well,
agreeing.
Oh, she.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's
She
my
applauds
opinion.
what you're coming out with.
And you're from where?
Originally New York, Brooklyn,
Hey, we're at in Brooklyn.
Brownsville.
Oh,
Brownsville never ran everywhere. That's where I'm from. So
I
you
know.
know we know, yeah. Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
It's hard. It's horrific. It's not just New York City, New York State. It's all over the place. It's every state.
Yeah,
The way
Yeah,
they treat
and-
it's the way people treat people. Period. It's not just in prison. Outside of prison, we treat each other like crap. So inside of prison, where you ain't got no rights, they take away all your rights. It's worse. Well, I'm gonna fix that. First, we gotta let the world know.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely let the world know.
I'm definitely
All
gonna
right.
fix that.
Thank you for calling in.
All right, thank you.
And if you have any more questions, you can definitely call back.
Okay.
Okay. And you're watching live,
Bye-bye.
correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm
Make
sorry,
sure
let me
you
ask
share.
you, Annette.
Annette.
Yes.
You said you work for
No, I have family members that work in correction.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Writers and.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good evening.
Okay, you too.
Cool.
Okay, so
Bye.
let's get this rolling. Inside the dark underbelly of Rikers Island. What is that title about?
Is that a trick question?
Nah, it's a real
For,
question.
for those who don't know who Miss Robin K. Miller is,
Like, what made you come up with that title, rather?
I don't know. The first title was Sex, Drugs, and Thugs.
Yeah.
The inside truth behind New York jail corruption. I had to step my game up. That's how I came up with that title. As a matter of fact, the woman who edited, Nancy Ellis, she's a
Right.
literary agent, 40 years in the game. She came up with the title Inside the Dark Underbelly. And I put it in, I added in a retired female correctional officer speaks out.
Right.
Because the other title was just too ghetto. It wasn't commercial enough. And I wanted to be able to reach everybody. But it was, the first title, Sex, Drugs, and Thugs, was enough to get everybody's attention.
Right, definitely.
So, that's more elegant.
don't nothing grab attention like sex, drugs, and thugs.
Hey, it was like, I want to see that. But then I found out it was a porno book out there like that too. So I had to definitely.
All right, we got to get rid of that.
Yeah, that had to go. So
I'm going to start off by asking you, what made you speak on these issues?
initially I just decided to write a book to make money. I was broke. I woke up broke one day in 2014. And as I started writing, it had to be God, because he started taking me to different avenues.
Mm-hmm.
What really, because first of all, my sister passed away. She had been a correction officer. She got turned on to drugs by a male correction officer. And she
In the
a
80s,
lifetime,
correct?
yeah, that crack
era, yeah.
lifetime battle of that. So it was anger. Initially, it was anger too. And then I said, I'll write a book, make some money. Then I had my first interview with the Queens Times Journal out there in Queens. It's a local paper. And the lady asked me for proof that I worked on Rikers Island. So I keep everything. As you know, as Virgos, we don't throw nothing away. So I found an old report from 1984. The only document. Your wife like that too, right? Mm-hmm. It was a document. It was a two. We call it a to and from. It's a report we have to write at work, where I was assaulted. It said assaulted by correction officer James Carter. And I was scared to read the report. That's when I realized this guy beat me up at work. It's like me. It's like I blocked it out.
How did that situation happen, or like what led to him putting his hands on you?
Well, I was on the burn. They call it the burn. I didn't cooperate. Like,
For those that don't know what that is.
I wasn't putting out, like, when you're at work and you ain't.
What's the burn?
Yeah.
That's I'm going to explain that. I'm going to
explained
explain that. The burn is like the type of person I am. Like, I don't cooperate with everybody's program. I'm my own person. So if you ain't kissing nobody's behind, if you ain't got your knee pads on, giving head, if you ain't sucking up to people and, you doing your own thing, and you smart enough to challenge certain things that maybe a superior officer may tell you or something like that, then they try to make it rough for you. For me, I got on the burn because they put me in personnel. When I first got in there, that's the first stop that all the new recruits, females, they go, the nice looking ones. I guess some of the not so nice looking ones too, where they see who can get in your drawers. Now, it got to the point that, I'm in there, they got me filing. I didn't come to become a correctional officer to file.
Right.
And it started getting to me one day. I'm down there opening up the file cabinet, and the eyes is in the crack of my butt while I'm opening up the file cabinet. So I literally said, I ain't come to work to F.
Right.
I came to work to work. If you put me in here thinking you're going to get some
buns,
some coochie, like, it's not going to happen.
Right.
So they thought they was doing something, and they threw me in. Now they want to throw me in with the inmates.
Right.
That's where I wanted to go. It's like, this is where I took the job for. I'm supposed to work with inmates.
Right.
Can't
They
get
ain't
your
saying
hands
that.
dirty.
I was filing on Wall Street. It's like in Bankers Trust. So the fact that I always spoke my mind. This is nothing new. Maybe it rubbed some people the wrong way, so I didn't get special privileges. They gave me all the messed up areas to work, the undesirable posts that nobody wanted to work. You know, one in particular was this particular gate. It was called the Annex Law Gate in the Correctional Institution for Men, which is now the Eric M. Taylor Center. And as a matter of fact, I was really on a burn because the burners ain't mad at you, and they going to punish you.
Right.
The warden, we had got a new warden. It's called Warden Hollywood. He was allegedly a womanizer. I wouldn't know because I wouldn't let him womanize me.
Right.
Was that his real name or a moniker? Like,
His name was Warden Baines.
oh, okay.
But they call him Hollywood because he thought he was all that.
Oh,
God
okay.
bless the dead. No, God bless the dead. Because he walked with his head up in the air and slant to the side.
Most men of them do though.
Yeah.
Most men in there do.
Yeah, no. He was extra with it.
Oh.
He was like Antonio Vargas coming out of jail on I'm going to get you sucker. Walking to the side. So one day I was on this same gate and I heard about this new warden that we got because he's the big dog of the building.
Right.
You know, but I heard he's in the building now and he's walking. That means he's getting ready to tour the whole building.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in this Annex Law Gate as usual. We used to be on 8 hours, no chair. 4 gates, they all got to be locked. You can only open up one at a time. You really need roller skates. But hey, I can handle it. So I'm watching down the hallway, and I see this black guy with 2 white guys on the side with white shirts. So I'm assuming they're captains or something. And this black guy with a suit, and he's walking down the hallway, the gangster lean, slanting and snapping his fingers and walking. And then he gets to my gate. Now, mind you, the phone rings, so I know it's the warden. And he snaps his finger and points.
I don't like that
Oh.
Wait.
Some real mafia
So
shit.
me, Miss Professional,
You busted out laughing.
yes.
I would have too.
I laughed so hard. I was crying. I was trying to stop myself from laughing because I knew it was unprofessional. I knew I'd get in trouble. And after that, he had it in for me. He was trying to go after my job.
Right.
So this particular gate, they had me down there. I came to work 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm supposed to get lunch at 11. Nobody's relieving me for meal to go eat.
Oh, so they punished
And you know, I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and leave my house at 5 from
So that was
Brooklyn.
the punishment? The burn?
Yeah, so I called the captain, where's my relief? Let the other officers relieve you upstairs. I asked them, we ain't relieving you. So now it's 12 o'clock. Now it's 1 o'clock. So this particular officer, James Carter, comes down the stairs. And I'm like, and then mind you, the gay inmates, they love me. They used to find the inmates.
Gay.
See, when this particular warden worked this building, the gay inmates had control of the whole building. They can walk and tour. They can go anywhere they want with no pass, nothing. But they love me, so they used to come. They used to find no matter where I was at. They used to come find me to gossip. They're like, Miss Miller, girl, let me tell you, who doing who, and Miss Miller, where you been, girl? They used to come and they used to make my time go by.
Right, exactly.
I'd be sitting on that gate laughing. So they was talking to me. Then this James Carter came down the staircase. I'm thinking like, good. Now it was like 1 o'clock, almost 1:30. I only got almost 2 hours, and I'm going home. So I'm like, good. I said, so you my relief? So he comes. He really came to taunt me and starts laughing and walks away and goes up the stairs. I said, what's so funny? Now the Brooklyn came out of me. What's so funny? He was like, let the inmates relieve you. I said, let your mother relieve me.
Oh,
Get him.
you shouldn't have said that.
I know.
Brownsville.
You got written up?
Huh?
You got written up?
Did I what?
That was the
Get
incident.
written up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but he ran down the stairs.
Right.
I'm on the phone to call the captain, like, where's my relief?
Right.
He snatched the phone, hit me in my face. Somehow I wind up with a bloody
phone or
chin.
his hand? With his hand?
I don't even know.
Wow.
All I know is I blocked it out, but all I know, I'm reading the report. My chin felt like, I remember my chin felt like it was broken. It was bleeding, and my finger was fractured.
Wow.
So I called the captain back. Now you better send me a relief. I just been assaulted by James Carter. My thing is, why you come down there taunting me anyway? You was like what the hell is wrong with you? Oh, they wrote me up. I had to work. They claim they wrote both of us up. Now, when I wrote the report, I wrote the truth. Yeah, it was wrong, but I'm not gonna lie. That's just not me. And as a matter of fact, my friend was like, "Why you write that? Because that's what happened."
Right.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna
right.
sit there and lie. It is what it is. I shouldn't have said that. So what? It's
Right,
like, I'm
right.
hungry. Shit.
You rocked the jaw piece for that.
Yeah. So I had to work 3 days for free behind that, and it was actions on becoming of an officer.
Right.
So that was 1984. From that day on,
You had to work 3 days free.
for free.
No pay.
Wow.
And they claimed he had to work 3 days for free. They wanted, that same warden wanted to transfer me.
Wow.
But he would have had to transfer him too. No, the guy should have been arrested and fired.
Mm-hmm.
He hit me.
Yeah.
He hit me. And when the book was coming out, he went on Facebook bragging about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now here we go 30 years later.
Right.
You still have no remorse. Yeah, but you got daughters. So look out for the day that somebody bust your daughter upside their damn
Right, 'cause
head.
karma's a
Like
bitch.
that's not right. It's
The
like
daughter
when I
shall
thought about-
pay for the sins
I
of the
was
father.
wrong.
That's what
I
they
was
say.
wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. I was 20 and wrong. Yeah, that was dumb. But I tell you one thing, I ain't never have another argument with nobody. And I used to let them know, you hit me, I'm hitting the floor. I can't see. I'm suing. I never got into anything behind that. So when one of my articles came out, I'm reading a female say, yeah, she got in my face and she did this. And no, you're a liar. Because that incident taught me that I had to work 3 days for free and I could have lost my job.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The actions I'm becoming of an office. So I'm not going to say nothing, but I'm going to pull my pen out. That's how I started using my pen.
Right.
And that's probably why I'm a good writer and can write a book.
Right.
Because now I write everything. I write judges up. I don't care. I write the mayor, the governor. I don't care. If you look in the back of the book, I write everybody. You do something, I'm going to write you up.
Well, we have
'Cause
a
everybody has a
question
boss.
from
Okay.
one of the people in the group real quick. He said he heard a story that many of the men in Rikers Island had inmate girlfriends, as it was known that the others could not touch her, and this was a routine practice. Could you expand on that if you are able to?
Where he said,
They got inmate girlfriend.
Yeah, the officers had inmate girlfriends.
oh yeah,
Well, that's
I
a
believe that.
fact.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe that.
And then nobody could touch them. It was a practice. That,
Yeah, bosses. Most of the time, bosses have inmate girlfriends.
Yeah.
The superior officers. It was one when I was working. They said allegedly. It was one boss that got a chick pregnant.
Wow.
He was like a deputy warden, and they covered it up. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Come on, man. Y'all know how y'all do.
I don't know how they do.
Oh yeah, well we know the women. We know the women.
Since you hit 20s in your last segment that you was talking about, was there ever a time when you stepped up for an inmate during an illegal treatment?
That I stepped up.
Was there a time that you stepped up for an inmate?
Like if an inmate was getting his ass beat or something.
Any illegal treatment?
Yeah. By the
No
officers.
food.
Right.
Something that they didn't deserve to get by an officer. Did you step in?
Well, what
Did you
I would
ever-
do is, I didn't have to step in after a while because all I had to do was each building I went to,
They knew who
day
he was.
one, just fill out an application to Inspector General,
Miller's here.
which is our watchdogs. So they automatically had me as a snitch. We can't do nothing in front of her because the first 1983 when I first came on a job, after witnessing my union representative beating this inmate with a couple of other ones for nothing. He did nothing. He was on my line. I was taking him to breakfast along with the other prisoners. After that, I had to think quick on how to protect them. I don't know why I felt like Mother Hen.
Right.
But I would tell them each time we left the housing area, when we go in that hallway, don't say sugar, honey, iced tea.
Right.
Look straight. You know how your mother tell you when you get ready to We
Oh,
go in
yeah.
that supermarket.
Don't ask for
nothing.
Yes, I used to talk to these grown men like they was little kids. Don't say nothing. Look forward. Don't talk.
Call him.
Keep your hands out your pants, shirt in your pants, hands by your side.
Tell them the right
case
thing so they
closed.
won't get talked
But it was times when they would come back from court. When I worked in Brooklyn courts after blowing trial, and they don't want to lock in.
Right.
So now it's just me and the inmate. Miss Miller, I ain't going in. Like they got attitude. Now here come the squad down the hallway with the batons, the helmets.
What's the name of those that squad?
The goon squad. It's the goon squad.
Those
That's
are the real
I
goons.
don't know nothing about that.
They come down with the sticks, all that. They ready to.
And
They,
they brolic.
Oh, we got a caller on the line, yo.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Hand me your podcast. Who's calling?
Excuse me, Miss Miller. We're gonna come right back. Talk to us.
Hi, this is Foster. I'm here to listen to the interview for Robin.
Yeah, you're definitely listening. You have a question for us? She's on live right now.
No, I don't have a question right now. I'm just listening right now.
Okay, well, she's here.
I'm here, baby.
All right, thank you.
All right.
I
Okay,
was
so
on
the
the
goon.
website, but I couldn't get it to work.
Okay, so just keep trying. We're here.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning
Okay.
in.
Oh,
All
they
right.
can't. So she said she can't see it.
No, she couldn't get to call in, but it's working.
Oh, hey.
So the goon
wait,
squad.
so they were. Here come the goon squad down the hallway. Here I am by the gate. Got to put the inmate in. He don't want to go in.
Oh, God.
And I'm saying to him, look, get your ass in there. So I got my mouth closed because I don't want them to see me
Right.
talking to him.
Right.
I said, don't give
they
them no
ready to
free
whoop 'em.
vacation. I said,
Right.
I said they want to tear your behind up anyway, so they can be out on comp and be out for a whole year.
Wow.
Don't give it to them on your back.
Right.
And at this point, I understand. I've been on the job long enough to know it's all about male ego. Like you guys are something else. It's like y'all won't do y'all. Most of the trouble men get into is because of the ego.
Right.
So the guy would wait right till they get right up, almost up on him, and then he'll be like, "Only reason why I'm going in there because Miss Miller told me to."
Right. And
But all
how did that
actuality,
look
he really
on
wanted
you?
to. Huh?
How did that look on you to the goon
they hated
squad?
that.
They hated that
Yeah.
because they was like bloodthirsty
They,
pit bulls ready to whoop
they
some
thrive
ass.
to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, because they really don't do much over there. So the minute they get some
Construct
action,
their-
it's like,
You got to suit up and put
Yeah,
all
they
that
ready.
shit
I
on for
know,
no
but
reason.
no, they don't want not on Rikers.
No?
Not where I work. They don't want to do nothing.
no.
Nah,
Easy money.
especially
They
in
got to
the
put on a
courts.
bunch of stuff first, though, right?
Yeah, but they don't want to do
So by the
nothing
time
really.
you put that on, you be like, yo, I done put this on. I'm ready
Yeah,
to
but
whoop
that
some ass.
most of the officers
they
that
gotta- what they
they
gotta
lazy. They just want to sit down. It's why you see a lot of them, especially who don't want to do nothing is the ones that sitting down there with them big old stomachs, eating all the time.
All right.
No, those are the ones don't even want to get out the chair and get no toilet paper and soap and let them go on a visit.
Right. Well, we have some callers that would like to know the institutions that you worked in.
I worked in the New York City Correctional Institution for Men. It's now the Eric M. Taylor Center.
Okay, hold on. Hold that thought. We got a caller. Hear me your podcast. Who's calling?
Talk to us.
Hi, this is Lisa Turner. Is Robin on the radio?
She's on right now.
Yes, I am.
Hi, Robin.
Hey.
I think you are fabulous. Thank you for everything that you do for our community and the brothers and the sisters that are incarcerated. I love you. I see you have like a lot of fans. How many followers? Like 3,000, 4,000 followers?
I have almost 5,000 followers.
Ah, jeez.
Black excellence.
Right.
Facebook almost
Right.
5,000. I have to keep getting rid of them because after 5,000, you don't.
Oh yeah.
They
don't
stop
get 'em
you.
all
So
right.
I
Right.
constantly get rid of them. But I'm close to
You
5,000.
also have a movie series I noticed on your page because I'm one of your Facebook friends, and you have a movie. I believe.
Yes, I'm getting ready to shoot a TV
Progress.
series. Yes.
Right, and there's a Kickstarter. I had a couple of problems like trying to donate, but I got through. But how's that going? Is that going okay? Like, the donations and stuff through the Kickstarter.
No, the donations are not going well at all. Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
sorry to hear
my
that.
supporters.
Quiet.
Well, we gonna get you some support today.
I guess
Trust
they
that.
don't want me to do this TV series. I don't understand. I thought they had my back, but that's okay. I still love them. But they know. Out of all them 5,000 supporters, I only got 17 pledges.
That's
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry.
these are my people,
really
though.
Sorry to hear that.
I know, but that's okay.
But,
It is what it is.
that's okay. God has you.
Oh, I'm shooting a TV series anyway, so don't even sweat that. But I'm on GoFundMe now. We'll see what they do with that. But I'm filming,
okay,
yes.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Well, sister, I love you. Keep on doing what you're doing, and whoever's listening, support Robin Miller. Go Robin.
Thank you. What's your name again?
Lisa Turner.
Thank you very much, Lisa Turner.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shout out to Lisa Turner for the love.
All right. So, like I was saying, they want to know the exact institutions you were. So, Rikers.
Okay, so I worked on Rikers from 1983 to April 1983 to November 1984. I was run out of that building by Warden Baines. He was trying to take my job. That's Mr. Snap Your Fingers. Then I went to Manhattan Courts, 100 Center Street. From there, I went to Manhattan House of Detention for Men. After that, I took 3 years off, had a baby. Then I came back. On my way back, I made a call. Didn't want to go back to the Manhattan House of Detention for Men. And I went to Brooklyn Courts.
Okay, so those are the ones.
I did my last 10 in Brooklyn Courts. But because you work in the courts and not Rikers Island, you still work with prisoners. I still wasn't in the office. I still wasn't on my knees. I was knee deep in the pens with the inmates.
Getting your hands dirty.
Yes.
All right.
She said she wasn't on her knees.
I wanna
What you want to do, baby?
Nah, I kind of wanted to take you back a bit. I have read that you were a model, not tooting no horns or nothing, but you were a model back in the day.
Yeah.
And because you wanted the job, I should say, or the money, you applied for the corrections, apply for the corrections job or whatever. So my question to you is, after your first, because like Jay-Z said, it's not for everybody. Like, the job ain't for everybody. So after you initially started and you seen what it was, what kept you going?
The money.
Money, basically. That's
The
everybody.
money. It's the money. The money was
Yeah.
good.
Money is
And in the
great.
beginning, besides me getting beat down, it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Because I could deal with, as long as I was with the inmates, I think that's why it wasn't that bad. Because I got more respect from the inmates than my colleagues.
I definitely that's what I wanted to follow you up on.
Yeah, definitely.
What's like, you said in your book that the colleagues were worse. You have to watch it back from your colleagues more than the inmates.
Right.
Elaborate on that for me.
Well, it was primarily my own, the blacks, the black females.
Right.
It's just like any other job with the petty jealousy, like I was the Queen of England or somebody. Like, I wasn't all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a lot of them was busted. Let's keep it real. And a lot of the guys wanted to hit it and they wasn't getting it. So, when you can't get it, they still want you. The guys will turn on you. But it was like a lot of petty jealousy. But it's like that on every job.
Right.
The only difference is we wearing a uniform. But if you look at your job, your 9 to 5, you'll see the same thing that's going on in correction. All you do is put a uniform. That's why I tell you, picture your job and put a uniform on all of them. Would you want them watching your family members behind bars? It was the same crab in a basket type situation that black people always do. It was not the whites. They didn't bother me. It was my own. They tried to set me up. They tried to do anything to try to make my life a living hell so I would quit, get transferred, get fired or something. They could not take me. And it's like the more I didn't say nothing, the more they would try to come at me. And I would just ignore
more
them.
You didn't engage, right?
Oh, I did not, because I worked 3 days for free. It was no way. I pulled my pen out, and I had a memo book. I put a lot of that stuff in my memo book. But I'll pull my pen out in a minute. So, it's sad, though, but that was the reality of it.
Since you've been in the field for close to 20 years or 20 years?
Yeah, 20.
Can you answer this question? What would entice a correction officer to deal with an inmate on a personal level?
Sexually.
What, female or male?
Any.
No, it's a difference, because
male,
y'all,
they just
the male and penis get hard. They want to hit it. That's just...
So a female would be probably best to know.
No, I find
You know what? Why don't only females get busted?
no guys get
Oh,
busted
no,
too,
we
but
gonna
they just
get
don't
into
tell
them.
each other.
Yeah, we gonna
They don't tell on each other. When a female does it, it's like disgusting. It's like you know that old saying, a female could sleep on the bench and in the morning she's a tramp, but a guy sleep on the bench is okay. Like a guy could be a whore, you know. But a female, you know, she sleep around, she's trash, you know. It's
Okay,
like,
so I guess it would be for females.
no, well, what
would
make a female?
entice?
No,
What-
it's not what would entice. Is first of all, is the individual. And a lot of times it goes back to their childhood. A lot of times it goes back to relationships with their fathers. Like it's deeper than them dealing with an inmate.
Right.
And inmates study us, you know, and men learn us. Men do whatever in their power to get through to us when they want to get some panties.
Right.
So they'll sit there, oh, your hair look. That's why I used to stop them at, Miss Miller, your hair look nice. I'd be like, get the hell out of here.
Right,
Shut it down.
Right.
Yeah, so men, we the prey. That's their job. They sniffing us out. So they watched, and then you got male officers and females that talk about females. They look for the loneliest, homeliest ones.
So
It's a moral issue for me because
Okay.
ain't no damn way.
So since we on the
I
sex
would agree.
thing, right?
Moral.
One of the chapters in your book was speaking about a male correction officer that went into one of the inmates' cells to get some fellatio, you want to call it,
Head,
he got
nigga.
his penis
and he got his
sucked on.
penis
Yeah.
bit off, and the inmate
a
bit
female?
his
No.
from a male,
Okay.
from a male inmate, and he bit his penis off.
No, that was a different one. But one went into the cell. No, this one did. He got his penis bit off. I think it was in the closet.
And the
He was one of his helpers. He was one of his
Right.
workers at night on the midnight tour.
right,
And he was supposed to. I guess he bringing them stuff. This was allegedly.
allegedly, right,
He was bringing them stuff, and he didn't bring the stuff that day.
right,
And the inmate gave him, or maybe he didn't bring it a couple of times.
Right.
Maybe he kept promising. I don't know. I wasn't there.
right,
But this is what was said at roll call while we sitting at roll call that the inmate bit his penis off.
right.
In the club.
And he saved it, and they called IG.
Wow,
They saved
and-
his penis?
Yeah.
that's the evidence.
Ma.
Hold that thought, Ms. Miller. We
Ma.
gotta call her. Hold that thought.
Hold that thought.
So you said you know you're black.
Hold that thought.
Hear me your podcast. Who's calling?
Talk to us.
Turn your volume down.
Oh, we just a laugh.
Yeah, they trying to.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, you have to turn your volume down in the back.
Okay, I'm all the way down.
Okay, appreciate
good
it.
evening.
Who's
Talk to
calling?
us.
My name's Brenda Kilmeyer.
How you
I
doing, Miss
just wanted
Kilmer?
to tell Robin I'm here with you.
Hey. That's my
Hey,
biggest, one of
girl.
my biggest supporters. I love you.
I love you too. You give it all you got.
Thank you. How am I doing?
I had some trouble getting here, but I'm here
You're here.
now.
That's all that matters. You're here now.
Okay.
But give it up. Tell it like it is, like I know you do, and expose all these dirty, rotten, and I won't say the last one.
All right, we got you. We know what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
For everybody calling in, Miss Miller has the call volume exceptionally high tonight.
Yeah.
so just
yeah,
keep
try
trying.
to keep calling because the
Yeah.
lines are probably packed.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you
what
got
it
the
is,
lines
yeah.
flooded right now.
Never had this problem before.
Yeah. Welcome to season 2.
All right. So yeah, back to the penis.
Penis.
Yeah, back to the bit no
Beep, beep, beep,
penis.
beep, beep.
So allegedly he bit the penis off.
Oh
They
yeah,
saved
so he
it.
bit the penis off allegedly,
Allegedly.
and IG came down. I guess
Pause.
maybe they had to reattach it. I don't know.
Right.
But I know that eventually he killed himself, committed suicide.
The officer.
The officer, yeah.
Right.
I know he was married and had a girlfriend.
Wow.
So he was living a triple life.
Yeah, and nice
All
looking.
CEOs live triple lives.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that too.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say all. Sorry, my bad.
I ain't.
So another. I think we have a caller, but I have another story like that one too. We got a caller, Boris. You got
It's like another
See,
world
you got
in
it
here.
popping.
Miss Miller.
Hit me your podcast. Who's calling?
How you doing? My
Talk
name is
to us.
Nano. That's Nano.
Now
What's up,
Good
Nana?
evening. Don't talk to us.
Yes, sir. I have a question for the security officer.
Yes,
or
Ms. Miller.
Security officer.
Security. Don't you call me no
officer.
security officer. Now, thank you for your Kickstarter pledge.
Hey.
You took it back too. Yeah, you took that $100 back. I saw that.
All right.
What you need, babe?
I would like to know is how is it that these so-called security officers or COs feel that they can impose extra punishment and abuse inmates? And second, how is it that you felt working around these individuals?
Wait, the first question. Let's do the first question first.
All right.
Why they pop off like that?
Yeah,
because they're assholes. That's why they shouldn't feel like that. They shouldn't feel like that. You're absolutely right. Yeah, and treat you like a nigga. I know.
Gotta love Miss Miller.
I know. You're right.
Yeah,
that's why. I don't know.
What makes them feel that they should?
Because obviously at home they ain't calling no shots.
Yeah.
That's what we used to say. It's ego. It's the gun. It's the badge. They get caught up in the hype.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, nah, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're absolutely right. That's wrong. Why do they do it? I don't know. That's not what I'm made of. Now, what was the second question?
I understand that. I just wanted to get some type of feedback as to what you think or know by maybe what they say or what they may confide in you or why they feel they.
Oh, they ain't gonna confide that and not me. but you know, and there's a lot of times too, it's a little penis. Sometimes the littlest penises got the biggest egos and want to inflict pain on other people. That's some issues.
Let me ask you a third question.
We didn't even get to the second one yet. Let's go do the second one first. What's the second one?
I got you. Go ahead.
No, what was the second question again? You threw me off.
The second question was, how did you feel working with these individuals?
Well, what, the officers?
With the abusers.
That's why I stayed with the inmates. That's why I did my job and stayed on my post and sat around the inmates and watched them. That's what I was supposed to do. No, I didn't hang out with them. I didn't party with them. I didn't go to their house. I didn't go to their picnics. No, I went to work and I took my ass home.
So basically, you black box yourself.
Oh yeah, well they didn't want to mess with me anyway. I had too much mouth, but yeah, no, I didn't click. I didn't click. I'm not a click person. The same way you see me popping off on Facebook, that's me. I roll solo, and I've always done that.
State to state.
Realness.
Okay, now what's the third question, babe? Nano, that took your Kickstarter pledge back. Go ahead. You ain't right.
Do any of these officers, so-called officers,
they officers.
ever fear of consequences or repercussions of after an inmate actually gets out and sees them on the street? Because I know personally of a person that has gone through that. Because see, me, myself, and I'm not going to divulge
no, don't.
Personal
keep going. Don't go there.
But I myself have done 11 years in the Department of Corrections, and I've seen abuse and abuse and abuse.
Yep.
I've seen federal marshals come on a compound where I'm pretty sure you know where I'm coming from, where an inmate in solitary confinement, supposedly hung himself.
Mm-hmm. That's in my book.
Right.
I hope you
supposedly.
read it. Yeah, and they probably hung him and killed him. Yeah, I know.
I know for a fact they hung him and killed him.
Yeah,
I know for a fact
it's a bunch of them. They got a bunch of bodies in these state facilities. That's where they buried them.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of murders going on upstate. Rikers Island is a girls' club compared to what's going on upstate. My thing is now what was the question with this thing? This last one?
The third question.
Oh, outside. No, it was outside.
Yeah,
let me tell you something. You think they know? Let me tell you something.
Yeah, how would they? Do they ever fear of consequences and repercussions on the outside? Because, like I said, I know of an officer.
Well, look,
that
you ain't
got
to go no further. First of all, wait. Listen, babe. First of all, bring it down. You giving them too much power. They got too much power over your life. You out. I'll take care of the rest. Don't worry about that. I'll get them. Now, let me tell you something. I ain't buy a gun until my 19th year, an off-duty gun. I ain't have to carry one. Why? because I wasn't living like that behind bars.
You had that respect.
So my thing is, I go in the store all the time and see, oh, Miss Miller, how you doing? It's like I didn't live like that. It's about respect. That's why they carry not one gun. They carry about 5 guns. Got about 6 machine guns in the house because they scared. Yeah, they know when they walk the street that it's gonna pop off. So how do they live with themselves? You gotta ask them that. Yeah. But karma's a bitch. You can best believe that.
It sure is. It sure is.
Now get on my GoFundMe and go put that pledge back. I see you took your pledge away. Go to my GoFundMe and pledge so I can get this TV series done.
Thank you for calling,
and let
Nano.
that stuff go, Nano. Let it go.
You have a good night.
All right.
All right, boo-boo.
No, I definitely let it go.
Please let it go.
All right. Go ahead, boys.
Y'all have...
Okay, so it's another story I
Put
wanted
some
to
respect
ask
on my
about.
name.
Unless, Maggie, you have something to ask her real quick.
No.
All right. There's another story that I read in your book about the officer that went in the cell. Maybe he went in the cell, had sex with the male inmate, ejaculated in the condom.
Male?
Oh, yeah.
Ejaculated in the condom.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Threw the condom in the corner. The inmate held on to the condom.
And gave it to IG.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's how.
Oh, this guy was a pervert, too.
Yeah.
Scandal.
That was in Brooklyn courts. That's before I retired. And the guy was already retired, too. Allegedly. Yeah.
Wow.
I heard about that. That was right before I retired. I don't know if he retired. I don't know if he got away with it.
Right.
Or what. But he was known for that. He looked like a pervert. I couldn't stand this particular officer. He just looked nasty. But that was the rumors. I don't know. I wasn't there in the cell with him.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Right.
But you know this stuff. Correctional officers talk they gossip.
Right.
Like there's no secrets behind. Y'all may
that's
not
like
know.
any job. Yeah, that's like any job. It's like any job.
That's why they mad because I put it in the book. But this is the stuff that was going on behind the prison walls. That's what it's about. I'm telling you what's going on behind the prison walls. It's the truth.
Stuff you need to know. A friend of mine wants to know if you worked in Mod 8 in the 4 building.
Hell no. I ain't damn animal lessons. Them animal lessons. Nah, them kids too wild. I ain't working in the 4 building.
For y'all
I used to work with adolescents in the 6 building, but no, I never worked in the 4 building.
Okay.
That building would drove me crazy. All them kids all day, nothing to do.
Okay, so.
Oh, no.
For y'all that don't know, this is Robert K. Miller, author of the book you see. Bring that book up, Boris, real quick. If it's not the author of the book.
Dark Underbelly of Rikers Island.
And all the stuff we talking about, yes, based on a true story. Yes, it's in the book. Yes, go get it. Yes, it's a great read.
Where can they go get the book at?
Go to RobinKMiller.com. ROBINKMILLER.com.
And you can believe the hype for yourself.
Hey.
I believe if a CO has interaction with an inmate, it should be charged with rape. Do you agree or not?
Yeah. That's what they doing. That's a new hustle they got behind the bars now. The male inmate have sex with the female, and then he'll sue her for rape, and they getting paid.
COs will sue.
No, the inmates are suing the COs, and they get paid.
Wow.
As they
Right.
should.
Yeah.
So by the time they come home, they get
That's
money.
just nasty. That's just nasty.
Facts.
And it's not to say that the inmates is dirty or anything like that, but that's just the thought of it. Like, you are law enforcement. Like, we took an oath. You know what I'm saying? That's like them priests messing with the choir boys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just nasty.
Right.
You know, it's wrong. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? And as much as a female officer, it's plenty of penis out in the street. It's like, come on, you gotta go to jail to get it? Yeah. But them guys, a lot of them guys, they got game, but it's like, game recognized game. You can't game me. A lot of them guys, Brooklyn, especially them Brooklyn guys, they smooth. Not for me, though.
Call her, Miss Miller. Again, you got the lines lit.
Hey.
Hit me her podcast. Who's calling?
Talk to us.
This is Nicole Lewis.
How you doing, Miss Lewis?
Hey, Miss Thang.
I'm well. How are you? Hey, Robin.
Hey.
It took a minute to get through, but I did it.
Yeah, the lines are crazy right now.
Yes. Well, I have a question.
Yeah, shoot.
Why do you think this is such an important fight and battle? Why do you think you're getting so much resistance? Because at 5,000 followers, I'm sure more than half of them have relatives, friends. Everybody have somebody that they know in prison. And this is for the safety of so many inmates It's not just about your family member.
Right.
Why can't we support each other as people? This thing pisses me off.
Don't be pissed off.
It comes with the territory, man. It comes with the territory.
It's hard to support positive, I guess.
Yeah.
It seems hard.
I don't understand. To be honest with you, I don't understand. I ain't got time to understand because I got stuff to do. I still got to fight this mission. It's still people that's dying behind the prison walls. I know it's sad, but as our people, we don't support each other. And it shouldn't be like that. But my thing is, you know what? I don't worry about that because at the end of the day, God's going to make sure that I get this project done because he put me in this position. So that's why next month I'm auditioning, and that's why September I'm rehearsing, and October I'm filming. So I'm like, but it's sad. It's my thing is it's not about the money with the Kickstarter. Right. It's the principle that I'm thinking that my own people supporting me because we are the majority behind bars, and we're the first ones that's going to go to jail. Mm-hmm. And they praising me every day on Facebook, but they're not coming through, and I don't. Right. And we all struggling. I get that, but I mean, they're going to McDonald's and they're getting their nails done. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do with their money, but I mean, $1. It's like some of that even $5.
Right,
it's like,
right. That's my thing. We all have we all have somebody that's in jail, know someone in jail, and guess what? If you are not the person, you're the first person to step out to fight this battle. You know how many people is dead and buried and unmarked graves. We need somebody to fight for the people.
But my thing is,
they done legalized weed. You know how many hundreds of people in jail for 30 years for selling weed? Now they making money off of it.
Yeah. Is that called the Rico? Not the Rico. Not the Rico. No, Rockefeller.
Rockefeller law.
Rockefeller law. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't. But you know what?
Rico laws for your peoples.
Mm-hmm. I don't care. At the end of the day, because I'm filming.
Right.
But they showing me who they are, and that's just
absolutely.
Sad. It's just sad. It's sad.
It is. Sad. It's really sad.
We sad as a people. We sad as a people. Every other race sticks together, but we don't. And I don't like to pull that card. The same way I don't like to pull the same way I don't like to put the the white card, the racism white. But as our people, we are just pathetic sometimes. Mm-hmm. It's sad. But I'm not giving up on my people, and I'm going to continue to fight. Stay on this mission. God put me on this mission, and He gonna make sure that not only do I get this,
and He gonna send the people. Done, He gonna send the people. Absolutely.
If you build
absolutely.
Well, listen, you already know who's getting ready to get on board, so we'll just leave it at that. Thank you, Miss Nicole. Have a good night.
You're welcome, darling. All right. Oh, thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Appreciate it.
Who's been your biggest pushback or resistance? Like, not as far as people, like you said, black people. I mean, like in the profession was, like on a professional level.
What, with the book or like
just in general, like your whole movement? Like who have you gotten the biggest blowback from?
CEOs.
Nobody.
Really?
The
CEOs don't even want to come at me. I'm begging for them to come at me. Say something. I'm starting to feel a little neglected. I got one little. They shouted me out. What do you call me, a cunt, bitch? Last week, I was like, yes, finally. He's a state CEO too. I was like, I'm starting to feel neglected. Oh my God, Thank you. Yeah, the Rikers officers came after me last week. Ain't nobody think Rikers, my colleagues, ain't nobody thinking about you. You are non-factor.
Right.
I did my job. You already exposed, and I will continue to say it's not all of the Rikers correction officers.
Yeah,
it's a small
minority
that make it look like it's the majority. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of y'all trying to say I'm saying it's all of y'all. Obviously, if you think it's you, then that's how you was getting down. Right. But I'm not saying it's all my colleagues. So it's a select few.
Right. Yeah.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
Exactly. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it.
So let me ask you. Mm-hmm. I was reading the book and I came upon the solitary confinement in the box. So I see that you really was elaborating on it a lot about what it mentally does to people, why they should get rid of it.
Yes.
And you've seen like the results from people being in the box? And what usually happens to them?
You guys have seen it.
Right. I haven't seen it.
People walking the streets that came out of jail.
Right.
It's picture yourself being locked in the bathroom for about an hour or two.
In the
You
dark,
can't get out.
right?
Yeah, you can't get out.
Right.
And what about your
It messes
feces?
with you
Your feces are there in the toilet or in the box?
Where, in the solitary confinement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the toilet.
Oh, okay. I've never been in one.
No, when they mental health, but no, when let me say this to you, no, because your mind will snap.
Facts.
Like if
hello.
How long are you in there? What is it? 23 hours?
No,
A day or something?
it could be longer.
They got
No, a day. Each day. You have to come out.
You got to come out for an hour for rest.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to come out.
Or you don't have to?
Yeah, they supposed to let you out, but you ain't got to. Sometimes they don't let you out.
Wow.
And I
But
think
that's
the worst
illegal,
solitary,
right?
yes, it's illegal.
Right.
Like they ain't doing illegal stuff in there.
Right.
I think the worst kind is the solitary confinement with that steel door.
Right. With the
Like,
little.
yeah, see, the state, they got the bars.
Right.
That you can see out, but
Right.
that steel door.
Yeah.
You know that?
Just
No,
with
that's
the little
that.
thing you.
Is the box?
Shove the food
Is that
in.
considered the?
That's
Yeah, that's
box.
solitary confinement.
You're
They
not-
call it shoe now.
Yeah, the shoe.
You're not secluded to like darkness or no?
No.
That's
Only
orange
at
is the new
night.
black.
We got
At
a
night.
caller.
Only at night.
Those are lit,
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, we got another call.
Yeah. Hit me your podcast. Who's
Somebody
calling?
gonna curse me
Talk
out.
to us. No.
Hello?
We don't even let it
Hello. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. Who's calling?
My name is Debbie Sapp.
How you doing?
She in the comments.
I am calling for Robin.
Oh, you finally got through. Oh,
How
Debbie
you doing?
Sapp has been trying to call. There you go,
Yeah.
Deb.
Hey,
Nice.
Debbie,
Finally
Deb.
got through.
She's in the movie,
Hey,
too.
how
She's in
you
TV series.
doing?
Okay.
Hey, Miss Day.
My question is how are we going to stop all this injustice that's going on?
Oh, well, we're going to start with the TV series. Once I put it out there, that's going to be, we started with the book. I got their attention. I'm doing a TV
Right,
series.
I got the book. I read the book. Everything you say in the book, I have lived through my son.
Oh, you read it that quick? Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
So your son was a
True.
former CO, or he is a CO?
No, he's
The prisoner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my son is a prisoner. He
Okay.
has been beaten. He has been gassed. He's mentally ill.
Okay.
I just got a call tonight that he's back into the mental health unit. They play with their psych medicines. They
Yep.
they go to mental health, and then they get them stabilized. They go back on the compound, and either they forget to give them the medication. You get all kinds of excuses. I think all the COs go to the same school because they all know what to say and what to do. And we need to end this. It's terrible.
It's a process because it's been going on for so long and nobody has spoken up.
It's disease.
So my thing is, I started with the book, and I'm surprised that, I'm just waking up to this because this type of stuff didn't go on like to this extent on Rikers Island. So people are wondering why are you just speaking up. Like, that's why I said I'm not even talking about Rikers because I ain't see that. And Rikers, like I said, is ballet school compared to what's going on in state facilities across the world.
Wow.
Right. I live in Florida, and it's going.
Oh, it's horrific out there. And they get away with it. That's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
they
They
get
get
away
away
with
with
it.
it.
They
So my
either
thing
get
is, no, they're going to
promoted-
listen now because what I'm doing, once the TV series is going to keep going. I'm going to keep exposing them that way and the movie. The movie is after the TV series, just when they think I'm finished, I'm going to hit them over the head with the movie.
I'm the one who went to Tallahassee to the governor's office dressed as a dead inmate.
Yeah, that's
I had no
what
impact
she's playing. That's what you're gonna do in the TV series. She was dressed as a dead inmate.
It's just like nobody
Outside the
listens.
jail.
Nobody cares.
That's okay. They're gonna care when they see it. When they see you in this first episode. So don't even worry. Look, it's a process. It's a process, and we're gonna make it happen.
Yep, we are. We're robbing.
Okay, Debbie.
Yes, I'm
And
behind
welcome
it.
aboard,
Good
honey.
luck.
Welcome aboard. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
support
Thank
too.
You're very welcome. And
Now we
y'all
gotta
have
get
a
this
nice
GoFundMe.
evening.
Rock Island is GoFundMe. Get these people there so we can get enough money to keep filming.
I
want to
sharing.
film
I
more
keep
than one
pushing.
episode.
Thank you for calling, Deb.
Yes, thank you for calling.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Good
You
night,
too.
Deb.
So,
I'm gonna cut you off, Vic. Well, do you have a name for the TV show already?
Rock Island.
Rock Island.
ROCKK Island.
2Ks.
2Ks, baby.
So let me
Rock
ask you, a situation like the Khalif Browder. How do you feel like that could have been prevented? And no, as a matter of fact, how does something like that even happen?
That happens when the dirty cops on the street. Mm-hmm. They arrest. It happened to my nephew. They did that to him at 17. That's what they do. They pick him up 16, 17, say they did something they didn't do. Mm-hmm. And then they send him on Rikers Island. Mm-hmm. They make him go through the system. They give him a high bail. Mm-hmm. They can't pay the bail. They sit there. It's in the book. They give him bullpen therapy. They back and forth to court. They gotta produce them in court every couple of.
Oh, I have a question.
Every couple of.
Yo, wow!
Damn.
Just write it down and hold it. Write it down so you don't forget.
Go ahead, finish.
Ooh, let's get to her question. And then what they do is you back and forth to court. Mm-hmm. They gotta produce you every so many days,
right.
every month, couple of weeks or whatever, and they call it bullpen therapy.
Right.
They figured eventually. You'll get tired,
and
you call uncle and say plead guilty because my nephew did it. He laid up 17 months. He couldn't take it. He pled guilty to time served for something he didn't even do.
Right.
That was the first time he went to jail. And so when Khalif, that's why Khalif said it herself in that documentary. He's not the only one.
Right.
Like it's a bunch of them in there. You look at the guy now, Jose Hernandez now. Or Juan Hernandez, he's in there now.
And I guess
it's bullpen therapy.
Yeah, Hispanic, yeah.
Khalif is a product of that solitary stuff you was talking about.
Yeah.
He was never the same again.
Okay, he's down my.
Oh, the guy's downstairs. Okay, he went to open the door.
Somebody open it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, say that again.
I said so. He's a product of that solitary confinement thing because he never. Even his mom said he was never the same again. Like just be up in his room, like he wouldn't leave his room. Just he don't trust people getting too close to him.
Let me tell you
and
something.
You can look at him when he's talking.
Jail, the whole prison system is solitary confinement. Like I'm claustrophobic. Like when you go into that setting and you can't get out, it's you become to a certain degree claustrophobic. As a correction officer.
Hold on a second.
Hello?
She's busy.
Yeah, she important.
He said he don't know where he going. He in the hallway. You at 55, right?
Don't tell him what we got.
What's the student number? He says in the hallway.
Text it to him.
That's
Text it to him.
Yeah. He's outside.
Text it to him, Mo. He's in the hallway?
Yeah, he's over out here.
Well, anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so go ahead. We'll take care of it.
Oh, I hung up on him.
Don't worry.
No, like with me, I don't want to be around people too much. Like I deal with people in business or something, I have to do. Something I have to do.
Right.
But the prison system makes you not want to deal with people, period.
Right.
Whether you're an officer or an inmate. Most people that he's still calling. Most people that work in the prison system become claustrophobic.
Right.
Even as an officer, you can't walk out the door not unless somebody that opens up the door and lets you out.
Right.
And that's why I think a lot of the correctional officers drink and do drugs.
Which is
to cope.
To numb
to
that happens a
cope.
lot.
Yep.
My question is: do correctional officers, not all, play with the inmates' court dates?
Oh, no, they can't play with the court date. Yeah, they can't play with the court date.
Okay.
But what they can do is they could hide your papers.
Okay.
Like inmate gets piss you off, they can hide the papers.
Okay.
Yeah. Like they come to court, tell the court officer, they talk to the court officer. This guy's a jerk, adjourn his case.
Also, if we have anybody watching that used to be a prisoner in the, please call in.
Oh, most of my supporters is
prisoners
or prisoners. Not most, but a lot of them prisoners. Prisoners, family members.
Cool. So, speak to me about these drug parties in Queens with the correction officers, the prostitute, in Queens, in this house in Queens.
Oh, that was the bosses.
The bosses.
That was one of the bosses. I can't say his name because
no.
He'll come after me. But yeah, that was this is allegedly. He would go for the new recruits.
Right.
He would go to the academy and look for the new chicks and bring them to the house and little drug parties and sex parties and have all his boys there. Give them anything they want. Then they can let them do what they want to do to them, and then they work in the jail and they can work where they want in the office or
So basically, they was having sex to get a better position.
Oh yeah, because you got a lot of correction officers, females that don't want to work.
Right. Well, they
They
don't
rather
want to
get on
deal
their
with the
knees.
inmates.
They don't want to. Yeah,
right.
they scared of inmates.
Right. So
Like
they
when
rather just
I
do
remember when I
paperwork.
came on, my class was the first class of females to go behind the B gate in the dorms in the back with them. Before that wasn't done, but the male officers took us to court because they got tired of us sitting at the desk doing the paperwork while they in the back with the funky inmates. So we had to go in the back with the funky inmates, and a lot they stink.
You said they stink.
Ooh, please, ooh. I tell them, go wash your ass. Here's some soap.
So the
Nah.
so the difference from correction officers that came in when you came in the 80s and early 90s and the ones that are in there now, what's the difference between the two, you in your opinion?
Well, of course I don't know because I left 2005, but my opinion, opinion, the millennials, they don't care. They do what the hell they want.
And they work with the prisoners, obviously, right?
Yeah, but they don't have no rules. They don't. I see a lot of these millennials don't have no discipline.
No, they don't.
Like they see, and I don't fault them to a certain degree because they weren't afforded the same opportunities that I had growing up. They weren't, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them weren't afforded the same family structure where everybody sat down at the dinner table.
Right.
Like they don't know nothing about manual. Everything is computers. You know what I'm saying? Like cell phone, we ain't had no cell phone. We had a house phone with a lock on it. It's like they don't understand hopscotch and stoop ball and like everything comes so fast, so easy.
I call them the microwave generation.
Yeah, like they don't know nothing about walking. Everything they got to get a ride. You know what I'm saying? Like we walked everywhere, so their attitude is different, and they don't care. Like they hard headed. They are. You must be hard headed. Nah, and a lot of them they coming on a job. They bloods.
Yeah.
Like it's like, and they punks too. But they crazy. See, and they'll speak up.
So
that's the thing that I like about the
correctional
millennials.
officer Bloods and
Yes,
Crips
I read that in the
system
newspaper.
right
I read that in the newspaper.
Wow.
And then one had a hit list. He had a list of correctional officers he's getting ready to take out.
That's what I wanted to ask. That's definitely a question I wanted to ask you.
Really?
Yeah.
A correctional officer who comes in, like what's his mindset of the wanting to run the jail, like working with the inmates, like, yo, listen, you work for me. If I tell you to go beat up this officer,
something like
you
us,
go beat him up. I tell you to go beat this prisoner up, you beat him up.
Oh, you talking about you talking about the thing with the program?
Right. Yes.
That program that was for the inmates. Yeah, that was but most the program's been going on. It's just they just put a name to it.
That's what you call it, the program.
Yeah,
right?
They just put a name to it as time went on. But
so
you always had one. The officer, usually had a steady house. It'd be like Joe Blow. You run the house. Make sure it's clean. Make sure no shit happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like make sure everything.
And if a new dude come in and he ain't
no, but all that
he not moving
stuff,
how I'm moving, go put hands on him.
Yeah,
real
but
quick for me.
that's that. Now I don't know nothing about that. I ain't see that. I never know because that's crazy.
Right.
Like I can see the officers. I can see officers back then getting inmates to beat up somebody that's an idiot.
Right.
But them coming in the job, coming in the housing area,
right.
And robbing them and all of that. Nah, that's the millennial mess.
Right.
That's not how my generation got down. We didn't get down like that.
So even an officer, so you've never known officers to send inmates on another officer?
Nah, but I'm quite sure it goes on now. The millennials, man, the millennials.
Nah,
officer wouldn't dare do that. I could say that.
But officers send inmates on inmates.
Oh yeah, I would say they would do that. Cause I mean, an officer ain't even got to send an inmate on an inmate. Because when I used to work,
throw the blind eye.
no, well, with me, I ain't had to say nothing because I remember they used to leave me in the pens by myself, especially in the courts. I used to have it'd be 10 cells, 5 on each side, maybe 100 or 150 in each cell, going back and forth to court. It's supposed to be me and another officer back there with me, and then one outside the gate. And they used to leave me in there by myself with all these inmates, open these gates, these guys coming back from court. They pissed off. They got 25 to life. They got to go back to court. And I remember one time an inmate came back. You know, I always try to keep them calm. Like, you know, you okay? Like, you know, I try to, come with a different approach.
Right.
Because I wasn't trying to get my teeth knocked out because you mad right now. And I remember this inmate flinging the door back, them big steel doors. We ain't had them sliding doors. You took that big old key, open it up, pull it back, then you got to push the door back and lock it. Well, I went to open it up, and the inmate took the gate and pushed it real hard, almost hit me in my face. And the other inmates lost their mind. What the hell you do that for? Blah, 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 blah. They was cursing, blah, blah. All right, Miss Miller, we going to get him. I said, no, leave him alone, leave him alone, leave him alone. He was like,
So is
nah,
it
we
safe
gonna
to
get him.
say that this the contraband that comes in, is it more done by COs than inmates?
It's probably a little even Steven. But I would say weight. Now, the kilos and stuff, ain't nobody getting no kilos on their booty. No balloons.
That's a big booty.
Yeah. And how they going to pull it out and put it in their friend's booty? It's like, nah. Now, weight, I would say that weight, like kilos and stuff like that, pounds of weed, stuff like that.
Right.
To make money.
Yeah, obviously, right. Has to be
But they had
right.
captains, they had wardens, they had deputy wardens selling drugs in there.
Because those guys don't get searched when they
Yeah,
come, right?
exactly.
Especially
Back then they
in
was
your
making
day,
big
right.
money.
Yeah.
They had one warden or captain or a deputy warden.
So the dogs don't sniff them?
Well, they just started bringing in dogs. They wasn't bringing in dogs when I was there. The only dogs was the male officers.
Introduce.
Yes, you have a gentleman that just walked
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Now I was
He's
just
been
waiting for
sitting
the right
here
time.
patiently for a long time.
That's Lamont. That's Lamont Liquid Barrel.
How you doing?
How you doing, Lamont?
Thanks
Welcome
for
to him, me,
coming.
you, her.
He's my partner with this TV series. He's an editor. He's a director. He's a cameraman. He is the film guy that is well connected. Mr. Industry.
Okay.
I've been knowing him now about 20 years?
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Lamont, run down some of the things you worked on for the people.
Okay.
Don't be shy.
Do we have enough time for that?
Yeah, I mean,
It's a laundry list.
I'll make it fast. Director, DP, famous to famous people, work with Alicia Keys, worked Rihanna, Diddy, shoot TV shows like Beat Bobby Flay on the Food Channel, according to him and her, BET, Lift Every Voice, BET Sundays, shoot that now.
Yeah.
Just shot a television project with Soulja Boy out in Asia. Also did one with Nelly out in Asia 2 weeks ago. And 3 weeks ago, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 3.
And just a guru.
And Will Smith.
I did some stuff with Will Smith. Did some stuff with Maroon 5.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
Big,
Yeah,
wow.
I've been doing a lot of stuff with Spike. And just, I'm the type of dude, like when you see 007 walks in the room and he sees, like, he finds out who he's going to shoot or how to exit and all that. Well, I walk in the room and I'm already deciding what light, what camera, what lens, what f-stop, how to shoot it. My mind already calculates that as soon as I walk in the room. So I'm
He's nice
film
with
master.
And now you're here with Him, Me, You, Her podcast. Welcome. We on the list now. We made it. We made it.
So what made you want to work with Miss Miller on her project?
I've had some family members that have been locked up.
Right.
And
As
I
we
had-
all, yeah.
We all. And I've had my little stint in the tombs.
Okay.
So, and I've seen the pluses and minuses and the negatives and what goes down. And I think this is a story that needs to be told and people need to know,
I agree.
Definitely agree on that.
I agree.
Well, welcome, brother. We happy to have you here.
I agree.
So
And
when
happy to have
should
him
we be
aboard.
when should we be expecting this TV series? You guys think?
Well, we starting next month. We doing auditions.
Yeah, definitely let the people know about that.
Now a lot of them ain't coming. No, I'm gonna do an open call in the
open call,
backstage.
right?
Yeah. I was gonna hold it
I might be
exclusively
there.
to my
The ones that
Facebook
pledge.
people, but I'm not doing that.
So you
I'm
think-
gonna open call. This thing gotta be tight.
You think I could play a prisoner?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of parts. Oh yeah.
Who I
Yeah,
could
oh
be?
yeah, lock your ass up in there. So no, my intentions is filming in October, the
Right.
first episode, or maybe sooner, depending on after the rehearsal. See how well
Right.
we do getting the actors in the
Right.
rehearsal. We need some tight actors. They got to
Right.
be tight,
Right.
Cause this thing got to
They gotta feel the part. Yeah, like
TP,
we
you
got to
listening?
blow it out. We
Yeah.
got to blow it out the water.
Right.
And between me and him, we can do it.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what's up.
So it starts with a vision.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call in.
Oh, we got a call.
Gotta call
Put
Boris.
my audition on.
Gotta call her.
Somebody
Hit me
said
up,
they bring your
podcast.
cell
Who's
phones
calling?
too?
More than that.
Cell phone.
Cell phones
Hello.
Yeah.
inside the prisons.
Oh yeah.
They hung up, Boris. I guess so.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll call back.
How you doing?
Maybe using the drone.
All right. So I wanted to know about. I often hear that the correction officers is like a secret society. Because I have a friend, at the time was my friend. His wife cheated on him with another CO, and they ended up getting divorced and all that type of stuff. So that obviously
Scandal.
that type of stuff goes on, right? There's a lot of
Yeah,
secret.
that's not secret
It's like
society.
No, it's definitely a secret society. If you don't know about it, it's a secret.
They having sex with inmates. Of course, it's a secret
That's what I'm
society.
saying. But a lot of people don't know about it. You know.
Oh well,
Is it-
first
is
of all,
Would
but it's
you
not
want
based
one?
only on them having an affair with an inmate. It could be their co.
That's what I'm saying. There's a
co-worker.
lot of
she's saying the correction.
lot of
she's
that
saying,
smashing going on to
Whoever
yeah,
just
most
called,
of the
call
men in
back.
correction cheat on their
women
wives.
and women and men who have husband and wives at
Yeah,
home.
most of the
come to work
most of the men in corrections.
Oh God!
Back
don't say
then-
that. Oh, back then.
Oh.
I can't
'Cause
speak
I got
about
a
now.
friend. She don't want to hear that.
I can't speak. No, well, honey, if your husband is in correction, 9 times out of 10, he's digging in somebody else's behind.
Ow!
Third life.
They all
Allegedly.
cheat. Ain't no allegedly. He
Ooh,
is.
Third life.
I'm
Yeah.
out.
Nah, a lot. They dogs, man. They coming like vultures. I'm telling you.
Wow.
And then they compete
They
with
don't
each
deal with the
other.
public. It's they all there.
No, I
they're
understand
there
that.
all
But
day.
you gotta
Right.
remember, it's easy to have office romances. It's convenient.
Right.
For whom?
But with
For-
another
for any-
dude, though?
for male, if you single, especially if you're male, for male and female, if you work together and then they go into these
And she
bars.
can't- Oh, you meaning with a colleague?
Correction,
or-
yeah, the
Yeah, with a
correction,
colleague,
correction,
yeah.
correction.
But with
I'm talking
another
about the
dude,
inmate.
though? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With another dude, though?
No, the colleagues.
That's about the
All the
female
CEOs.
and
But
male
they
correction
still be
officers.
getting in with the inmates, too, though.
that's
Read
true.
the
Yeah, but
book.
that's
It's
different.
out.
That's-
Read the book.
Yeah.
But it is two different situations. You're saying.
Yeah, no. You're talking about the male and female officers, not the female and male officers with the inmates.
Right.
Just office politics, like the office sex. Yeah, they having sex. They having
Right.
sex in the jail.
Right.
They having sex in the stairways. I remember roll call at night. They coming with their drugs. They used to come in with their alcohol and their drugs. And they boombox. I remember one time they had
Just
a
hit the
boombox. I was like, what the hell is going on? They in a slop sink in the closets having sex. I'm talking about the female and male
But why
officers.
is that? With the highest authorities out the building?
Yeah, the bosses never walked. The correction officers ran that building. Captains ain't do nothing. They ain't want to come out the office or nothing. Correction officers, when I came on the job, they ran the building.
So if they want to get the freak nasty, they just get
Yeah,
it
whatever
in.
they
But
want to
it
do.
mostly happens at night shifts, right?
Yeah. There ain't nobody
I can
there.
see that.
Yeah, ain't nobody there. They was party hard.
And they sleep.
Yeah. They go in the day room, have sex with it. I'm like, please. They got their liquor. You know how you. And you know how you men are.
Turn up.
I don't know how I am. I'm a married man.
Yeah, who are these men you see?
Who are these men you speak of? So, the programming I read in your book also, that's programmed into these CEOs now. The mentality that they have now, like, I'm the master, you the slave.
Oh.
Bring up that boy comment.
Right, that causes them to go in there and put physical punishment on these people and
No,
make them feel like
it starts from the academy.
right. That's what I was
That's
going
what you
at.
was talking about.
Right,
See, I know my book. I told you.
Right.
I told you I know my book.
that's good.
The academy, they train us like we get ready to go to war in Iraq. They got us doing karate, classes, the inmates is not your friends.
Right,
They the
right.
enemy. So they got your mindset. You go in there, you scumbag. It's like you go in. After I finish training, I'm going. I'm like we gotta get
Ready for
busy
war,
now.
yeah.
And these my boys. It's like he's from Brownsville. It's like, wait a minute.
Right.
Y'all said they was the enemy, but then after I was writing the book, it's like, wait a minute. But these guys haven't even been to court yet.
Right.
They haven't even been sentenced. They haven't even been convicted.
Mm-hmm.
So why are they the enemy? And they only been accused of a crime.
Right.
That's the thing that's the mindset I want to change for people on Rikers Island.
Right.
They haven't been convicted yet.
Right.
They've only been
And this
accused
is
of a
Rikers
crime.
Island.
This is Rikers Island.
Right.
This is county jail, period.
Mm-hmm.
They've only been accused of a crime. They haven't been convicted.
But even so,
and you treat them like
even if they're convicted.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you can't. But it's a difference. It's a difference in you. That's like somebody treating you. You ain't even been convicted. They just
Even
accuse
if
you.
I was convicted, you should not treat me away. You
I'm
are
not
there
saying
to
that.
care, control.
Care, custody, and control.
There
I
we
get
go.
that, but I'm just saying, a sentenced prisoner you have to treat a different way than you treat a detainee.
What's the
It's
difference?
rules and regulations that a sentenced prisoner has to follow. It's certain minimum standards that has to, that go with a sentenced prisoner.
Because you're dealing with a different
Versus-
mindset, right?
Yeah, no, it's because he's sentenced. He's custody of the state.
So what kind of treatment is different though?
Like certain rules and stuff that they have to follow. Like they can't wear their street clothes, and detainees can wear
But
their
that's
street
not
clothes.
a treatment. You're not giving them. That's a
No, but I'm
policy.
just saying, as far as I'm saying is when I say treatment, I'm not talking about treating them bad. I'm just saying, period. They're not even convicted yet. So my thing is, why are you even putting in there? Because as a sentenced inmate, you gotta watch your back.
Yeah.
Oh, you
But
bet.
the treatment's not different.
Your approach may have to be a little different.
As a CO.
As a correction officer, you dealing with lifers. You ain't coming at them like I was coming at them.
Okay. But
If I ain't got nothing to lose,
Yeah.
Yeah, your
Nah,
approach,
that
you
has
may
to be
not be, you
different.
might be a
Your
little bit
approach
more
has to be different.
standoffish to a certain
Yeah.
degree.
But you're still not coming at them as if they're like.
No, I'm not saying come at them like
Like
you may
war.
stab them. No,
It's not coming at them. It's
Yeah,
how you.
but you
Totally
better
based
be-
off the training. She brought up the training.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you better be a
So
little bit more on
even
on
if
your.
you're convicted or you're not, I don't
But
think
it's
that
more-
treatment of
Now, when
going
you
to
sit-
war with somebody.
But it's more so responsive than reactive. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
Like,
are trained to defend themselves.
yeah, but it's more
Nah,
so
but they trained
what
us
you're
like we
dealing
going
with.
to Iraq.
I mean, y'all
On
got
a-
that pepper spray.
No, we didn't have that when I came on.
So what y'all had?
We had nothing.
y'all had that big
baton?
flashlight
Yeah.
joint. Yeah.
I
And that
see
was
you.
illegal.
Flashlight, yeah.
No, that wasn't all of us.
You
No, that
wasn't
was
supposed
the
to.
Goon
It's,
Squad,
it's
yeah.
to see.
It
Yeah.
was long like this.
But they give you the extra
Yeah,
long
I
handle
used to have
just
it
in
as a
case.
bouncer. We used to the big
Yeah,
long black
yep, and
joints.
they used to
yeah.
hit 'em upside their
Those shits
head.
are like 10
Well,
pounds.
It's a
in your
twofer.
time of
we
doing
had
it-
no, we had nothing.
Really?
We have no pepper spray, no nothing.
So
That
what
came
did you
afterwards.
do? Give me,
The Goon
give me-
Squad had that.
I had it
Yeah,
now.
the
No,
turtles.
something happened right then and there. What did you do?
They technically they usually don't break up fights.
Yeah.
I did.
But
Well,
you're not. But
yeah, you
Miss
you're
Miller.
not supposed- right.
If something occurred between two inmates, you just walk out and close the
I
close the-
I tell them stop. I don't know what somebody else do. Y'all
Right.
cut the shit out.
Because
It's
I've
like-
seen live video where like somebody and they'll walk out and hit the button and they just leave until
The turtles come.
until a certain
No, we
amount
spoke.
comes.
No, they fight. You
Listen,
pick, we
that's a
pick up the
riot.
phone. We pick
Right,
the phone
yeah,
up.
right. Or they'll call. Then when
But
they
we ain't
'cause
have
if,
no weapons.
If 6 dudes is fighting,
What
and
you
it's
gonna
just
do with a
me and you,
flashlight?
What are we gonna
Nah,
do?
and I think of that now. I was like, what the hell was
But
you
why
thinking?
is that? Because
I don't
the
know.
inmate can take it from
Yeah,
you?
but that's number one. That's why we don't carry firearms.
Right.
But then as time went on, we had some little dull knife, utility knife to cut them down if they hanging up.
Right.
And then eventually they gave us the pepper spray and the alarms, the body alarms. But
That's what the fear was if the inmate got their hands on
oh
one.
yeah, because
of
you
those from
outnumbered. Let me tell you something.
Did they
what's
give
gonna
y'all the
happen.
stick?
No,
the,
that's upstate.
Yeah,
Upstate.
okay.
We had no weapons in city. Let me tell you what's getting ready to happen. See, the millennials, is no kumbaya for them.
right.
They getting ready to take over these state facilities. Trust me. They getting ready to take over these state facilities. They gonna
millennials.
keep calling them boy coon and busting them upside their head. They not. First of all, they used to get in their behinds with most of them. So a beating don't mean nothing to them. I guarantee you, before it's all over with, you're gonna start hearing these inmates taking over these jails.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of
been,
guards
yeah.
getting cut and all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
More
well,
so now
yeah.
in Rikers now.
Yeah.
It's been out there now more.
Yep. But you're gonna see them start taking over the jails because what the officers fail to realize is we outnumbered. I was conscious of that every day I walked in there.
So how many, like, say you and your partner were in one area? How many were y'all guys responsible for?
It could be anywhere from 1 to 300.
For two
Yes,
two officers?
yes.
This is why when a fight break
Yes.
out, you. Hello. You
Nah,
call
I ain't
for the
play that.
crew.
They knew not to fight on my tour.
Well, you had that respect.
No fighting, no smoking, no
Right.
reefer, no cursing. They wouldn't even curse around me.
Right.
Can I ask you, is there a difference between the training y'all get as corrections officers as opposed to the training they would get as regular NYPD? I mean, I know it's a different.
Yeah, it's more extensive.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
probably more extensive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's probably more. They probably get more physical training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tactical training, combat. Because they out on the street. They got a crowd. They got extensive training with their firearms. Nah, they on the street. They moving targets.
Because you said earlier about we had an episode basically where we talked about like the police brutality and like the use of excessive force, and you said earlier that something that we said also, like, you a punk, but you still a punk with a badge and a gun now.
Yeah.
So now you still scared, but now you scared with a firearm. So
Yeah.
you can use it, like.
Yeah, but inside, you ain't got no firearm.
Well, not firearm, but you still got
Yeah.
that use of whatever.
And let me tell you something. A prisoner knows when you scared. They read you. And they'll get you too. They can sense. Because they study us.
Like sharks that smell blood and water.
Yeah, they study us. They can tell who's who. And then
So, what are some of the tactics that a prisoner would use to try to read you? Like, come up to you and ask you certain things, or look at you. Like, what would he try to do to read?
they just sit back and they watch.
Oh, they just
And
watch.
For the
That's all they
majority of
gotta
the
do.
times,
Yeah.
they sit back and they watch and they listen.
How you respond?
And
right?
officers forget the inmates is sitting there and they talking about me like a dog. So when I come in on my next tour, the inmates is telling me.
Yeah, like, yeah. That's
And
a
I know they
disloyal
telling the
motherfucker
truth
right there.
because they telling some stuff about me that
Right.
I know.
Right.
So yeah, they listen to us and they listen to and they watch they could tell when a female broke up with a man. You know what I'm
And
saying?
they prey on
can
that,
tell.
though. They prey on that type of stuff, right.
And they go, "You all right? You know, how you
Try to
doing?
console you, yeah.
You know, why don't you bring me some dinner tomorrow night? You know, I know you can cook, girl.
Right.
I know you can cook. Yeah, cause bitch fat. Yeah. You know, you can cook, child. Yeah. They men.
So, talk to me about Deadeye.
Oh, that was that thing still haunts me. That was the first beat up I've ever seen.
And
That
the
was
worst,
the first
and the worst,
inmate,
probably, right?
yes. It still haunts me. Ooh.
Yeah, sip for Deadeye.
Yeah, take a sip.
I hope he's alive. That was the first time I ever seen an inmate get beat down. Blood gushing on top of his head, everything.
Wow. And what caused that?
He was an adolescent too. Nothing. He didn't do nothing. He was going in the hallway to the mess hall. Breakfast 5 a.m. Union rep and his two goons on the side wall, and they just pull him out of my line. Now I might have had maybe 50.
Yeah, but what made them say any meaning?
Nah, they just pulled him. They was standing on the wall over there. I was walking on the side of the wall with my group. We can go in the mess hall. And they know him. They know him. They pulled him out. Maybe it was something from before or something. They want to get him now, whatever the case is. And all I know is I see them beating him in his head with that long black flashlight.
Heavy ass flashlight.
And all I seen was the top of his head and the blood gushing out. And I just seen him with his hands. He's just trying to he's not even fighting. And they just beating him. And the crazy part, it was my union rep. It was and he wound up making it very high position too.
Wow.
Yeah. I said, "Oh, you get rewarded for beating these inmates like that." And he didn't
That's
do
crazy.
nothing. Now maybe he did something before, yesterday or 5 days ago or a month, but that day he didn't do nothing. And then you can't do that. That's wrong.
Right.
And that was excessive force. And I don't know what happened after that, but that's when I started reading on the riot act before we left the housing area because I didn't want to see that again. That thing haunted me.
I can tell by your face right
Yeah, man. Nah, because I can still see it. Yeah.
Right. You brought up a great idea in your book regarding inmates should grow and cook their food, maintain a cow and maintain the chickens, and and sell it to the inmates.
Yeah,
that's a great idea. But it will never happen, right? Due to the businesses that are contracted with the
because they want to give their boys the contract so they can make money. It's all money under the table. It's
business.
And I think the governor's down with it too.
Of course,
absolutely.
Because he getting a cut, he gets to get his votes. They back him. He needs to go. Governor Cuomo needs to go because he's not doing anything for the prison system but
making money,
letting them escape. Then he get mad when they escape.
Right.
But you ain't watching. Who's watching the house? Because when they beat my nephew up, I reached out to him and I ain't hear nothing.
Right.
But if my nephew would have beat one of them up, he would and almost murdered them. He would have been on the news talking about we have zero tolerance. My thing is, I gave 20 years of my life to this department, and I can't even get a letter back or a phone call. Like, bitch, we got your letter or something. Nothing. They almost killed my nephew. And I ran a playbook right back on them. And I'm going to run a playbook right back on them when I do this TV series, too. It's wrong. He needs to go.
We didn't really get to touch on it, but for those that don't know, that's the motivation, the inspiration, the reasoning behind your campaign, your crusade is your nephew.
Yep. Because that was my introduction to prison abuse. Like the abuse that I've seen on Rikers, it was minimal. Like it's not like every day I went to work and it's boom, 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 bang, bang, bang.
Right.
Sometimes you hear about every now and then you see them jumping somebody in the hallway, but it wasn't an everyday occurrence. A lot of the stuff that I found out afterwards from Rikers was in the newspapers. Anybody can go online and Google it, Rikers Island beatings, and see these inmates getting beat up. But what I didn't know was I didn't know about state facilities. I didn't know how racist they were. I didn't know how they was breaking arms, eyes, and necks and burying them by the jail. I didn't know that allegedly a lot of these prisons have dungeons where they have dead bodies under there. Yikes. These inmates upstate know. They know upstate and they scared. They don't talk. Them inmates don't talk. Those officers don't talk. That blue wall is solid and strong, and I'm going to knock that blue wall down.
Please do.
I'm taking it down.
Please do. Because
especially in Great Meadows, Green Haven, where they almost murdered my nephew, and in Great Meadows, they taking eyes out now. They used to break your teeth. They used to break your teeth. We got another call.
No. Go ahead.
They used to break your teeth. Now they cracking you upside your head and taking your eye out. Oh yeah, I had a couple of cases in the last couple of months. Family members going to see their people, and then find out their eye is hanging out, and they got internal injuries, bleeding on the inside.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they getting busy upstate, and they call them coon, nigga. They swiping their butts, telling them get on the side of the wall, taking their hand, swiping it up the crack of their butt like a credit card.
Tip drill.
And if you turn around and like, why you violating me? They bash your head in the wall and you in solitary confinement after they finish beating you up. Wow. Oh yeah, they out of control, and they starving them. They feeding them portion sizes of a 5-year-old.
They feed you to keep you weak.
They took meat off the menu. They feed all the jails. I heard they're doing on Rikers now too. Soy, so they could take away your muscle mass, so they can beat the mess out of you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, my thing is, I'm not talking about who's innocent, who's guilty. Let them do their time. Leave them alone. If they ain't bothering you, leave them alone. If they pop off, then you pop back. And if you got to do what you got to do. But if they just walking down the hallway, it shouldn't be, coony coon and nigga and boy, get over here. They like really, they provoking them to get a reaction. So, no, state is bad. And that was my introduction to state, was my nephew getting beat up. Because he never told me. He was part of that. Ain't no sense in saying nothing. They scared to talk. Nah, them guys, even a thug, the thuggiest thugs. Because you know what they say? Ain't nothing going to happen. And you know what a lot of times their parents complain or their family members complain and then they go away. Once you complain, you keep complaining. If they fart wrong, you write. Your pen, you better get a couple of pens, a couple of notebooks, computer, whatever, and constantly write. I stay on them. I'm getting ready to write something in the morning and send it out.
Don't give too much.
Why do correction officers withhold mail?
Because they want to go to jail, because that's a federal offense. They ain't supposed to.
But to
because
antagonize
they mean.
inmates,
Yes,
right?
because they mean. That's their upbringing.
So annoying.
All right. Well, we only got a little bit of time left, so yeah, it goes fast. So before you go, let everybody
Orlando,
know where they can
TP, listen,
where they can get the book, the auditions, your plugs, where to reach you at, and all
what's
that.
coming up next.
They can get the book at RobinKMiller.com. Robin, RobinKMiller.com. They can go to GoFundMe.com and type in Rock Island, ROCKK Island,
which is the TV series.
The TV series. I'm getting ready to film the TV series. I'm doing the auditions next month, probably on August 20th.
Do you have a location?
No, not yet. I'm going to book it on Tuesday.
Okay, so y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, well, you make sure you give us that information.
There were a few comments in the comment section. People were asking, where the auditions will be held and all that. So,
well, if they one of my supporters and they haven't supported me, I am not putting them in my movie. So they might as well save their time from coming down there. I'd rather look for new people with experience than people that have not been supporting me that I was willing to put on without experience. So at this point,
I agree.
If I got to hustle, and they don't want to hustle with me, then they don't need to go with me. I get some professional people that's been doing this for a while that I know that can make it pop.
Absolutely.
And then in September, I will be rehearsing for this TV series. And then in October, me and
Why
Mr. Lamont
like
Burrell.
that?
I don't know. This mic is high. No, and then in October, we'll be filming. Me and Lamont. Lamont is my partner. Lamont Burrell TV series. Rock Island.
That's Mr. Lamont Burrell sitting right
He
next
right
to
here,
him,
Mr. Quiet.
Yeah, he's a genius too.
That's all right. The quiet ones usually are.
She said that.
Quiet ones usually are.
Real quick before we wrap up, I wanted to ask you at the end of all this, and I usually ask our guests the same question. At the end of all this, like, what's the end game? What do you hope to accomplish? What's your your end game, your vision?
I want to stop the correction officers in the prison system from abusing, torturing, starving, and murdering inmates behind the prison walls. I don't want any parent to have to look into the computer like this father did recently and see deceased next to his child's name because he died, however he died, and they didn't even contact him.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in the papers. You type one of the New York prisons. Also, the torture, Darren Rainey. That's the guy that they tortured. I think is in Florida. He was mental health, and they scalded him in the shower. They put him in a scalding shower for like an hour because he's had feces on his body.
The third-degree burns.
Yeah, he died. Skin came off and everything. He
Wow.
died.
When was this?
This was what, last year, and they got away with it. The Attorney General said they did nothing wrong. I think it was the Attorney General out there, or the prosecutor, whatever, the judge, or whatever. One of the top, I think it was Attorney General. She said they did nothing wrong. So my end game is to bring first of all, I want the world to see what they're doing behind the prison walls, like they did with Khalif Browder, and then I want to stop it. I want to build an army, like a Bernie Sanders type army, to ride them all over the USA, to ride them. Every time they fought wrong, We're gonna be right on them. I started a covert operation. We're gonna be right on them. They're gonna have to stop. They gotta stop. Just leave them alone.
I have a question. Last question.
Hey.
Is there a jail underneath Green Acres?
Is there what?
A jail, a facility under Green Acres?
What?
In Green Acres?
She said underneath.
Yeah,
no, not that I know of.
Like a bat cave?
Like a secret jail?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It might be. Sonati might have one over there. They have some private facilities there.
Yeah.
It's just like a transporting thing, right?
Yeah,
Or
Sonati.
federal.
Yeah, it's private. If you see
something new
something,
every
they got
day.
they got private ones.
Okay.
They trying to stop that though, but they got private ones.
Anything you want to add, Mr. Lamont?
Catch him everywhere, basically.
Yeah.
Rock Island, GoFundMe.
There you go.
That's right. GoFundMe. Rock Island.
All your
ROCKK.
5,000 friends, definitely $5 each.
Support. I told y'all, each one teach one, support your own. I pump it every time.
It comes back 10
If we don't support our own, we won't get anywhere. I'll tell you this all
I'm
the
getting
time.
somewhere. Me and Lamont.
Well, you can get way farther with more support. You know,
Yeah, you're gonna.
it's
do
only
it,
right.
If people are cheering you on, and
I'm gonna do it anyway. Me and Lamont sitting on a pot of gold.
I get it, but
the goal is real.
on
My
the
You make
toilet,
sure when you're part of the
Pledge.
floor, you come back on the show after you
toilet
bring the
seat
series
is
out.
going to be gold.
I'll
I'll be back.
Yeah, we want you and Lamont back after this.
Anytime
series
y'all
comes
want me
out.
back, I'm here.
Yeah, I
Anytime you want me.
appreciate it.
Anything else?
No,
Mike?
take
When
us
I
home.
become extremely famous, anytime you want me, just call.
See, and this is recorded, so
Yeah.
We got
to
it documented.
Oh, my word is my bond. My
Yeah,
word is
it
my
is. That's
bond.
all
No,
I need
I'm
to
true to
hear.
what I say.
All
Anybody
right.
knows me know that.
Take us home, Mo.
Well, Miss Miller, Lamont, we have a pleasure having you on the show. And please, if y'all don't come back, it's gonna
we'll be
be
back.
Yeah, it's gonna be drama because we ain't have enough show for 2 hours. Like
I know. I'm about fair.
Maggie still got 10 questions over there. She
see
ain't
me,
that.
right?
she got stuff over there she ain't even go into.
I know.
But yes, y'all go support Miss Robin K. Miller, support the book, support the movement, Black Excellence, and we appreciate y'all tuning in and coming back for season 2. We got a lot more in store. As you can see, tonight was just a tipping point. And we love y'all. Thank y'all for the support. And as always, we appreciate it. And we hope the highlight of all week makes for an interesting talking point for yours. And we out of here. Peace. Boris, take us home.
Peace.
Yo. Tired of them other podcasts. Dancing all in the videos. Not being up all game. Not talking about what you want to talk about. Listen to him, me, you and her. You and her, she get with me and him. And we can kick it every weekend. And him and her, she'll leave me and you. And we can Netflix and chill like we do. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her.
It's just him, me, you and her.
Hey.
It's just him,